Hey Rebecca, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
doing the call and watching the Cavs, doing everything right now. Oh my God, that's
Nice.
me. Ah,
Multitasking.
ah.
Okay, so yes, that is you, Megan. So the topic is how to be genuinely you on your health and fitness journey. So that's Megan and Brittany. Let me go to the next slide. Okay, there's Megan again. You need to be on a journey and you need to tell people. So you need to pick a program and commit to it. What does that mean? It's literally that. It's deciding, hey, I am on a journey, so I need to have something that leads me. So picking a workout program, picking a nutrition plan that you stick to, and drinking your Shakeology. That's it. That's the first step. And then you need to ask for accountability. You need to tell your friends, your best friend, hey, I'm doing this. Hold me accountable. Be my text buddy. Or tell your boyfriend, hey, hold me accountable. Don't let me eat that brownie at work. You just need to put it out there in the universe. The reason why I say that and the reason why I've said that many times is because I really believe that if you keep something to yourself, that's where it's going to live and die. There's power in when you tell someone that you're going to lose 50 pounds, they're going to see if you do or don't. That's just where it's at. So sharing that and being excited about that is going to get people to watch and root for you. And yeah, there's going to be people who want you to fail. That's just life. But the more you put it out there, the more likely you are to succeed. And then you need to share why. So why is losing 50 pounds important to you? What does that mean? Why do you need to, or for someone like me, like why do you want to stay healthy? What does that mean? So what? You lost 50 pounds. Now, then what? So being on a journey also means, I'm going to elaborate on that, also means understanding that it's more than just weight loss. It's more than just about you being healthy and sustaining that. It's about, and that's the thing you have to figure out. I kind of left that sitting there. For me, being on this journey is about my personal growth, my personal journey, being a mom, being a wife, and the health side. It's just a positive part of that to make me better. So that's why I'm still on this. That's why I'm still here. All right. Are you guys following me?
Yeah.
Kind of? Yeah, cool. And I know you can't see the slides, Rebecca, but I'm trying to say them. So what is on the
No,
slide is a picture
come
of
on.
what?
I'm taking it in.
Nice.
Don't worry.
What's on the slide is a picture of Megan sharing that she was on day 4 of dynamic strength of quarter force. So this was a public post that she put out there. I don't remember what the words were, but I think that's such a great way to show, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. And then I'm assuming the words said why she was doing it. So that's a really great way to share that publicly by saying, hey, here I am sweaty. I'm not just sweaty because I think I look cute and glistening. I'm sweaty because I'm doing this program because I want to lose weight. Because when I lose weight, I'm going to feel confident again. All right. Next slide. You need to show what you're doing. That's kind of what I was just saying. You need to show it through pictures, through your words, through your conversation, through the way that you live your life publicly, at work, at home. So what are your meals like now? That's a really great post. It's so easy. I have a friend who's doing the Whole30. Guys, that's great. Cool. Good for them. And what's really cool, though, is that they show that they're doing it. They're not Whole30 people. They're just excited and proud of what they're doing. So for us to share what we're eating shouldn't be that hard either, I think. Showing what are your workouts. Okay, you said that you're on this journey to lose 50 pounds. You said why. So show what you're doing to get there. Because the whole point, and I'm going to get to this at the end, is when you're showing up for the people in your life, on social media, at home, with your family, they're going to be a part of that change. And the more people that are part of it, the more fun you have. When I first started taking care of myself, I told Ryan that's what I was going to do. He didn't believe that I was actually going to lose 20 pounds. He was watching. He knew what I was doing because I was talking to him. I was changing the way we were eating. But he didn't believe it until I lost that 20 pounds. So also talking about what's changed and what is changing. So, I mean, Megan, I know that you have an awesome story because you've lost 50 pounds, you've ran a half marathon, you faced injury, you faced a lot. Like, I'm even thinking even before you were running, like, I know you had an injury at some point in your 2 years of being healthy. I feel like that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I was just like, I kind of didn't ask one, sorry.
No,
Um, but I guess I'm trying to say, like, when you, like, through your 2 year journey, like, what's changed and what is changing in your life?
um, I think I feel like I can do more. Like I think when I started, I never thought I could do 5 push-ups or run 3 miles or, you know, do squats for 5 minutes. I think it's just like, uh, setting goals and actually like believing you can like get to them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what's changed. Cause like when I think when I first started, I didn't actually think I could like reach my goals. And now I'm like, I know that if I actually put the work in, I can reach my goals, if that makes sense.
And I feel like this is a sidebar, because I feel like you can really relate with where I am right now. Like, you just finished training for a half marathon, and that training was very different from, the workouts that you've been used to. And you had
Yeah.
commented that, like, you've lost the muscle definition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that this compares, but I feel like in many ways, giving birth to a kid is kind of like the aftermath of running a marathon. You're like, I did all this hard work. I got to where I wanted to go, and now I have to deal with something that's different, you know?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I've missed the workouts. Like cardio, like running is great, but I just don't feel like it puts your body up for success. So yeah, I mean, I've never given birth to a child, so I don't know. But yeah, you're totally right. It's like a different kind of like finishing feeling. So
Because it's like, I don't know. I mean, but I do know some people who are like crazy obsessed with marathons and stuff. And I am like, you are a special breed. You really are. Um, and I think that's a really good perspective to share because I could really relate with that. I remember I got a little bite of the running bug. Didn't stick for me though. But I respect that a lot, and I'm really proud of you, by the way, for doing that. That's a big goal. That's something that I bet 2 years ago you never would have thought that you could do.
yeah, like I wish I would have shared about it. I know that I was really, really bad about sharing about it. I know I was, but like I would never have, like I wouldn't have been able to do it had I not like done all of this first. So yeah, but
That's
really,
close right there.
yeah, I know I need to because that's the truth, like the God honest truth. Like I would not have been able to do it.
I
So
would say that with the 5K that I ran, my first 5K that I ran after doing the 21-day fix, it was very much like, I can do anything now. I never thought I could actually run 3 miles without stopping. I know that's nothing to compare to 13.1, but I remember feeling like unstoppable. So sorry, I'm a little bit like spent mentally right now. So if I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. Um, but the last question that I put on this topic of show what you're doing is to identify why are you doing this now? Why did you choose this program? So if you're taking Megan's example, I mean, she just did an awesome thing, running 3.1 miles, training for that, if anything. And then now she wants to continue and she wants to be a part of the test group of Shift Shop. So identifying why do you want to do that, Megan? Why do you think that's the place you want to go? Why do you want to do Sean Week? What does that mean to you? Like I said, I'm gonna share this video on our page, and like looking at these questions and writing them down. Like there's so many posts right here that you could share with people. Now that for you, Megan, you're getting back on a journey, and for you, Rebecca, you're on a different journey right now, slowly getting back into working out, working on your nutrition, and finding your story in that setback. I know we've talked about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, 2 more slides, guys. So the next phase of this whole learning how to be proof of the product, sharing your story genuinely, is leading people in groups. And I know Megan is a Rockstar Challenge group leader, and I know, Rebecca, you're a Rockstar Challenge group leader. You guys both bring so much fun and, like, you. And I really want you guys to see that, like, you're doing something. But remember to recognize and share that. You know, I know, Megan, when you were training for your marathon, you didn't do any challenge groups, but you still have those testimonials in your back pocket. You can still throw those out, slap them out, send them out to someone in a conversation. I mean, you can do that kind of stuff privately. You know, yes, I think you should share these things publicly on social media, but you can share, like, my transformation to someone in a text message. You can share that among your friends, you know? I mean, you don't have to share pictures of me, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like, people in your accountability group would say, look at Sarah, look at what she did. And I got to be a part of that. That's why I love to coach. So leading monthly accountability groups is so clutch to what we do. You know, creating a place for accountability is so important because, again, if you're trying to be proof of the product, you have to have a place to feel like you can do it. And for me, that's where challenge groups have always been. Share about your groups regularly and get people results. You know, the more that you praise and celebrate people, the more confident they feel and want to show up. It's that simple. And then through all of this, identifying why accountability is so important to you. You know, what does, you know, having a group mean to you? You know, and what has it meant to you in the past when you were in an accountability group with your coach the first time? You know, why did you decide, hey, I want to give this to other people? At the root of all of this that we do, you know, it's for other people. Yeah, we see minor benefits, but nothing is greater than saying, I got to be a part of Megan's 50-pound weight loss journey. That's astounding. You know, that's like 6 of Nolan's right now. All right. 2 more slides. So the next part of this whole be proof of the product is to share your results and your challengers results. This is a post I'm going to do tonight at some point. If you see that, Megan, you can see the picture. That one, the first one, is from 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. And I still have to work on that little mom pooch, but it's really cool to see.
You look amazing.
Thank you. It's really cool. It's the wine. I'm gonna be honest. This is recorded. That's what's slowing me a little down. Woo! It's okay. It's just cool. I really encourage you guys, especially you, Megan. I encourage you to do this. It's great to have, like, your before and after and now, but put it down from your first before, after your first program, you know, or years like this. It was really cool to see. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's really cool to see because it shows that you're human, and it also reminds you of the journeys, plural, that you've been on. So when I first started, I was a newlywed who signed up 3 days before her 1-year anniversary. And that was me the summer. I signed up like August 28th. And that was me in July that same year. And I was just bloated. It just felt gross. And I didn't feel, and this is public, so it's okay, but I didn't feel very sexual toward my husband. I didn't want to engage with him in that way because I didn't like how I felt and how I looked. And I just felt icky all the time. So that's why I signed up to do Beachbody. That is why. I don't talk about that because I don't want my mom to read that. You know, that's so embarrassing. But that's the truth. I literally remember crying in the bedroom with Ryan saying, like, don't touch me.
I've heard that from so many people, like Jordan Talbert. Like, that's a very common thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've heard that from a lot of people, just to, like, you feel more comfortable about that.
It's so true because you don't, like, I know guys don't think about that. They just care about a body, someone who touches them. I'm going to say that as someone who's married to a man. I say that to him all the time. But women want to feel good. They want to feel sexy. They want to feel, I've heard this thing. Women have, what is it? Women make love to because they feel love. Men make love to feel love. Does that make sense? Guys have, yeah, I don't want to say sex. Okay. Guys have sex to feel love. Women have sex because they feel loved. You know? Interesting, right? Okay, I said it. Anyway, so that was why I started. And then I reached this awesome goal after doing T25 summer of 2015, which is that second picture. I was feeling like a rock star. Like I was ripped. And the funny thing is, I was 10 pounds heavier than I was in my wedding photo. And I look back at my wedding photos, I was just so skinny. And I feel like I look so much better in this picture number 2. Picture number 3 is when I was pregnant. I think I was about 30 weeks pregnant. And I still felt strong and awesome. I still had leg muscles. And I think that looks like abs there. And then now 2017, postpartum with Nolan. So just each of those pieces. The second picture, we had just moved to a new state. The third picture, I had just gotten pregnant. The fourth picture, just postpartum. So it's really cool to look back. And I really encourage you guys, no matter when you started your journey, to kind of like look back to see that what you have to offer is meaningful. I can relate to someone who's a newlywed. I can relate to someone who has crazy jobs that takes them away from their family. I can relate to someone who's pregnant, and I can relate to someone who has just had a kid. That's pretty awesome, you know, and that's why I'm a coach, because I can relate to people through all those aspects of their life. And when you share the triumphs of your challengers, it gives you credibility, and it reminds you that this isn't just your journey that you're doing this for. You're doing this for other people, and that's why I shared Elisa's transformation. The bottom was her start. The top was her after one round of the 21-day fix. She looks awesome. You know, and also in the midst of this, sharing your struggle is so helpful, because it also reminds people that you're human. You're not Jillian Michaels. You're not some untouchable person. You're someone who loves wine, and that might not be on your meal plan, but if you had a rough day, enjoy, go to sleep, start over tomorrow. That's what I always tell my challengers. But again, this all comes back to, yes, this is about weight loss, but this is so much more about your personal growth. And by looking back at where you were when you started to who you are now, what you've learned, like what Megan was saying, what she's learned about fitness, about what she enjoys and how her body responds and how confident she's feeling and what she struggles with. That makes her her, and that makes her relatable to so many people. All right, last slide. Inviting people to join and repeat. What that means is, with everything that I just shared, understanding that you're on a journey and telling people about it, showing people what you're doing and what your challengers are doing, leading people in accountability groups, sharing your results and sharing the results of your challengers brings us to this point. Inviting people to join, that's easy. If you're doing all of those 4 things I just mentioned, inviting people is easy because they've been watching you and they know that you're the real deal and that you're someone they can connect with, they can relate with, and someone who can get them the results that they want. Again, if they do exactly what you've been doing. And when you put in those 4 steps, it sounds so easy. At least I think it does. So sharing all aspects of your journey, sharing your struggles and triumphs, and any faced setback. Wait, you know what I just, the same, my slides were wrong. I'm literally reading the same words. This one, I obviously didn't put the words down. I was making this when Nolan was asleep, so I'm sorry for repeating everything. What was supposed to be on the slide was inviting people to join you is easy. And all it takes is doing those 4 things and bringing it full circle. I didn't even need all those words that I was repeating there. So does that make sense, you guys? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing so I can just see your faces. Does that make sense? Are you feeling encouraged that you can be proof of the product where you're at? That's a question.
Yeah.
Yes, Rebecca. She's such a yes girl. I love it. How do you feel, Megan, as someone who's stepping back into this place in the midst of everything?
Yeah, feeling good. yeah, I think I need to start just like sharing again, you know? So not a,
Megan, this is so creepy, but I'm literally like on your Facebook right now. I'm looking at your before and afters just like to see.
Isn't that pretty
And,
awesome?
like, I didn't realize you lost 50 pounds. That's amazing.
I did.
So with that, Megan, that needs to be an underlining tone in almost everything that you share. Because that is something that if people saw you now, they'd be like, where are those 50 pounds? And you're like, let me just show you. You know? It's something where it's easy for me to be like, I lost a baby because here he is. But like people need to be reminded that like you're a force to be reckoned with, you know? You ran a half marathon. That's huge. And I know you got injured, but that's also huge too. That's also huge too because you got injured and you kept going and then you stopped, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Megan, what happened when you got injured and like how did you get through it? Because I'm like in my second round of physical therapy within a year and I'm pretty frustrated and I'm like doing super good on my nutrition, but I just feel so like frustrated.
Yeah, just like don't only run when I don't know if you're like training for anything, but like retrospectively I should have been doing strength training with my training. So I'm doing another half marathon in September and I'm going to do like high or something with it because I just wasn't like, it's really interesting. Like I lost more weight from running, but I wasn't strong. Like I wasn't like I could run, but I wasn't strong. So like we were running up a hill and I like looked up a hill and I was running up the hill. I just got this like shooting pain from my neck down to my back. And I knew in that moment, I was like, I have not done enough strength training with the cardio that I've been doing. So like, these like programs are great that they have online, like Couch to 5K. But like, I truly think that if you're running more than a 5K, you need to be doing like strength training with whatever you're doing, you know?
Well, right now I'm not even allowed to work out.
What happened?
So,
What happened?
Hey,
I don't know.
Rebecca, I'm gonna stop recording us so you guys can talk privately.
I'm sorry.
No, I just didn't want like, you know, you guys are talking about stuff. I didn't want to be recorded. So hold on.